Iconic singers from the 70s then versus now. These transformations might just blow your mind. Don't blink, and make sure you watch till the end for the biggest surprises. Jazz Coleman, the intense frontman of Killing Joke, defined the post-punk era with his terrifying stage presence and industrial sound. Beyond rock, he revealed himself as a genius classical composer and an expert on the occult. Today, he remains a fierce and enigmatic figure, bridging the gap between symphonies and heavy metal. Mark Mothersbaugh rose to fame as the quirky frontman of Devo, bringing us the new wave anthem Whip It while wearing his signature energy dome. He later reinvented himself as Hollywood's go-to composer for films like Thor and The Lego Movie, transforming from a synth-pop rebel into a cinematic musical genius. Paul McCartney, a living legend who conquered the world with the Beatles before dominating the 70s with Wings. From Yesterday to Live and Let Die, his songwriting changed history forever. Now in his 80s, he continues to sell out stadiums across the globe, proving his melody never fades. Lita Ford exploded onto the scene with the Runaways before crowning herself the Queen of Metal with solo hits like Kiss Me Deadly. Breaking barriers for women in rock with her shredding guitar solos, she remains a powerhouse performer today, showing the world that rock and roll has no age limit. Marty Pellow became a heartthrob in the late 80s as the voice of Wet, 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 dominating charts for months with Love Is All Around. After a highly publicized battle with addiction that nearly ended his career, he staged a triumphant comeback in musical theater, rebuilding his life and his legacy with grace. Mike Rutherford, a founding member of Genesis, helped define progressive rock before striking gold again with Mike plus the Mechanics. Known for the emotional anthem, The Living Years, he successfully balanced two massive bands at once. Today, he continues to tour, carrying the torch for classic rock excellence. Amy Stewart lit up the disco era with her electrifying cover of Knock on Wood, earning a permanent place in dance music history. While her US fame was fleeting, she found a lasting home in Italy, becoming a beloved star and respected vocalist who continues to dazzle European audiences with her powerful voice. Paul Young became the poster boy for Blue-Eyed Soul, melting hearts with smooth hits like Every Time You Go Away. Though vocal cord issues later challenged his signature sound, he adapted with resilience. He continues to perform as a beloved heritage artist, cherishing the songs that made him a global sensation. Tanita Tikaram captivated the world as a teenager with her deep, mysterious voice and the haunting hit Twist in My Sobriety. Eschewing the typical pop star path, she maintained a low profile while crafting critical gems. Today, she remains a unique artist, celebrated for her poetic depth and timeless sound. Paul Heaton, the witty songwriting genius behind The Housemartins and The Beautiful South, scored massive hits with a blend of catchy melodies and biting lyrics. Known for his everyman persona, he recently celebrated his success by buying drinks for fans at pubs across the UK, cementing his status as a true legend of the people. Ray Parker Jr. will forever be immortalized by the global phenomenon of Ghostbusters, a song that defined a decade. Before the movie fame, he was a brilliant session guitarist for legends like Stevie Wonder. He embraces his pop culture legacy today, still ready to answer the call when fans ask who they're gonna call. Karen Woodward, one-third of the record-breaking girl group Bananarama, ruled the charts with infectious hits like Venus and Cruel Summer. Known for their fun-loving attitude and refusal to conform, she continues to tour worldwide, looking defyingly ageless and proving that the party truly never ends. El DeBarge, the falsetto king of the DeBarge family, defined 80s R&B with classics like Rhythm of the Night. His career, however, was frequently derailed by severe legal battles and substance abuse struggles. Despite the hardships, his raw talent remains undeniable, and he continues to fight for his redemption on stage. Sheila. Cecilia Escovedo drummed her way into history as the Queen of Percussion, famously collaborating with Prince and scoring a solo smash with The Glamorous Life. Regarded as one of the best drummers in the world, she remains a rhythmic force of nature, delivering high-energy performances that put younger artists to shame. Savage, the stage name of Roberto Zanetti, became the godfather of Italo disco with melancholic dance hits like Don't Cry Tonight. As a producer, he shaped the sound of an entire generation in Europe. He remains a cult hero today, drawing massive crowds at retro festivals with his signature hat and timeless beats. John Farnham, the voice of Australia, delivered one of the greatest anthems of all time with You're the Voice. After decades of selling out arenas, he recently faced a daunting battle with mouth cancer. Now in recovery, he remains a national treasure, loved for his resilience and that unmatched vocal power. Patti LaBelle, the godmother of soul, shattered glass ceilings with her powerhouse vocals and the disco smash Lady Marmalade. Known for her dramatic style and incredible range, she later conquered the culinary world with her famous pies. At 80, she remains a vibrant diva who can still hit the high notes with ease. Roland Gift became an instant icon with Fine Young Cannibals, using his unique falsetto to propel She Drives Me Crazy to the top of the charts. With his striking looks and acting talent, he was a true double threat. While he steps into the spotlight less often now, his distinctive voice remains instantly recognizable. Janet Jackson stepped out of her brother's shadow to become a global pop revolution with Rhythm Nation. Despite facing an unfair industry backlash following the infamous Super Bowl halftime incident, she reclaimed her narrative. Today, she stands tall as music royalty, influencing every generation of pop stars that followed. Peter Cox, the soulful voice of Go West, dominated the airwaves with the Pretty Woman soundtrack hit King of Wishful Thinking. Known for his muscular vocals and signature tank tops, he successfully transitioned into a respected solo artist. He continues to tour today, proving his voice is just as powerful as it was in the 80s.